My regular one. Yeah. Brr. Brr. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on into the live stream. We have so much going on with Bitcoin pumping hard. Everybody following. The world has changed. CPI data, Fed getting light. I told you we were going to get a rally eventually. Could this be the one? Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. May God bless you and yours. Let me raise that standing desk up. Stand up, baby. Stand up. Let's get the lemon into the water. Let's get excited. Let's get going. This is crypto, baby. This is crypto every single day. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. May God bless your beautiful souls. Thank you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. I am the Crypto Lifer. You are the Lifers. Together we create the greatest show in all of YouTube. Forget any other genre. I don't care whether it's crypto. I don't care if it's gardening. I don't care if it's self-help, finance. This is the best crew in crypto. Pat yourselves on the back. Let's get it going. Let's take a big sip. Let's get hydrated with the lemon water. Keeping our bodies right. Keeping our mind right. Keeping our finances complete. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. We no work for no man. We work for ourselves here. We are the Lifers. Lifers get it in. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Raise those bows. Raise those bows. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Let's jump on in to the CPI data. And as we can see, 7.1. Expected 7.3. Boom, boom, boom. Beautiful time it is to be alive. We have actual numbers compared to the forecast. So we forecasted the idea of 0.3. We got 0.1. We forecasted 0.3 of core CPI. We got 0.2. We forecasted 7.3. We got 7.1. And we forecasted 6.1. We got 6. You know, hey, that point is huge because it's not backwards. It means that we are moving somewhat forward. That point is bigger than you realize. It's a big deal. So we're holding it down. And as that data comes on in, it gets baked on in, and we begin to move. The S&P gets a move. Bitcoin gets a move. Let's take a look at the S&P right now because I want to look at Bitcoin, but I like to look at the outlining factors, right? So we take a look at ES1 that I go over every single day tirelessly. And you can see me here making this falling wedge to break to the upside. I was saying, do we make a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder? But look at that. Would you look at that? And we skyrocket all the way past 4,000. And I said, you know, we're going to have to get above the zone. Candles got to close outside of this trend line. You get what I'm saying? Like, it was so important that we broke through the trend. Unbelievable. Now, I don't want to, buy into it too much. We still are an up, down, up, down, up. Could we come back down and bounce? But what we did is we broke through 4,000 and we got back above 4,000. The S&P at 4,100. If you remember me calling a reversal in the S&P right here on October, something like that, October 20th or 10th or something in that area, I'm calling a reversal for the S&P so far. Had anyone taken any, I'm the only, I love myself now. I do love myself. If you don't love yourself, you can't love anybody else. The idea behind this is, though, I watch so much YouTube, right? And I used to take in so much Bitcoin and YouTube stuff. But here you can see, look, on S&P, I'm making a call. A month ago, I called a reversal on the S&P, which would have told you that we weren't going into a recession, which would have given you that you were playing into the fear of what you're being forced into. And you can see me subscribe to Crypto Jeb. You know how I do it. So S&P, I'm making a call. So made this call a month ago that we would reverse. Just want to make a point that this was right here when I made this call. Had anyone in the world listened to that video, right? Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't think I'm saying you should be taking as financial advice. But had anyone got education from that video, applied that education, they would have went hard into the stock market and be up now. Went hard into tech stocks, be up now. Went hard into Bitcoin, went up now. This reversed. I'm just saying, who knows? It may go back down. Like, there's no guarantees. But, I mean, I called this reversal a month ago. Clear as day, sitting there. That's why people keep coming back to the live stream. That's why people want to understand what we do here. Because we somehow have an uncanny ability to find the movement. And look, that same S&P reversal was this reversal here. You know, this was part of it, you know, not the whole thing. We did get somewhat uninversely correlated for a while. So, what's happening with Bitcoin? What do I see? Well, honestly, this pump, I'll tell you what. My oscillators that give me the indications of momentum, they were saying we were pretty high on momentum. However, the 4-hour time frame did say that it could get to the upside, and you had to give the 4-hour time frame its love. It was down on the, you know, oversold region, wanted to reset, right? Which makes the 1 hour just, you know, minutia. So the 1 hour stayed up here. You're like, we're going to reset. Just came down for a little move, and then boom. You know, last night, I noticed the flag on the 15. It caught my eye, and I said, this is interesting. And so before I'm going to bed, I'm watching Bitcoin, and I catch this bullish flag for Bitcoin. And let me show you what I'm showing you here. And I'm in the trading group with 656 last night, and I'm saying, look at this flag for BTC. Now, what's funny is I posted the flag right before it broke out. It's like I have this, I swear I'm like I could smell the fire. You know, like I literally saw this push out like that, like a nitbit. And I said, interesting. Now, we were overbought on the oscillator, but the stochastic said that we could get a bit of a move. And it looked like we had broken and retested a region for a possible move back to 17,400. It was looking somewhat juicy last night. So I said, I think I see something here, which is kind of funny. Look, not a half an hour later, Bitcoin would do this. So crazy. So I saw it in the flag, and then boom. Literally half an hour later, it starts to make a move, and the 50-minute had gas to go. Look, it was just getting started. I'm telling you how vicious the stochastics RSI is. Such a good indicator. I love it. 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 All right. So Bitcoin went all the way to 18,000. And I remember us talking about 18K, saying it was likely we could get back up to 18K. Now, what was in my cards here? Well, I've been teaching and talking about how I use moving averages and why I use the 21, the 50, the 80, the 100, and the 200 simple moving average in a band. My simple moving average band, which you don't see a lot of other YouTubers using, right? It's kind of a unique band. Other people are using an EMA ribbon and other things of that nature. You don't see many of us using a simple moving average, right? But I'm studying how the moving averages move. And look, when you're pumping to the upside and the 21 gets far away from the 200, that's when you should take profits. That's usually when you don't. So when the 21 gets far away from the 200, it's likely that we're going to at least get the price action to get back up to the 200. So that's one thing that we called. Remember when we were tight here? If you just remember back here, we were saying, remember, when moving averages get tight all together and the 200's an outlier, it's likely for price action to pump up to the 200s. It's simple. It happens on the daily. It happens on the 4 hour. And the thing is, the things that I find to be true are true through all time frames. And that's what confuses a lot of beginners, because it's like, once you state a truth, it's hard to understand that that truth also has to be a truth on the 4 hour, on the 5 hour, on the 6 hour. Another thing that's interesting about this pump, you know, that one pump, remember? If you remember back here, we were able to call this pump very easily, or not easily, but, you know, we were able to see what was likely going to happen because we had this inverted head and shoulder, if you remember. And it broke out the length of the head to the upside. And, you know, it's kind of how we dug out of the, and that's when we get the huge dumps. I'm always trying to find the reversal pattern. So, look, we got the huge dump. We found the reversal pattern. Thank you so much, Christian, for the NOK 20. Much appreciated to you. Thank you so much. Let's let the balls drop in the jar, and boom. Oh, explosive. Explosive. 3 balls hit the floor. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Thank you so much for the love. That was awesome. You just made my day. Like, that was great. I like that more than the cash I get. I like the explosion. You know what I mean? The on-screen just... Stop. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Freudian slip. Don't do it. All right. So, look. You know I mean well. You know I love you. So, tight moving averages, right? Then we're seeing the tight moving averages getting close here. 200 simple. Price got back above the 200 simple. That's how bull markets begin. Every single bull market, every single bear market that ever turned into a bull market on any asset in the world started even on the 1 minute, but the main one that I would actually even begin to look at was when price action gets back above the 200 SMA on the 4 hour time frame. Now, it doesn't mean it's going to stay there, right? It could be a fake out like all the last ones. But eventually, that will be the big move that will continue to the upside, and we will have bottomed. You know, did Bitcoin bottom? Honestly, to me, Bitcoin's going to go up to 100 to 200, 300K. And so 10K, I believe if it ever hits 10K, it will be fast and furious. 12K. So to me, yes, at this point, because to me, 12 and 7K are no different anymore. Like, there's no difference. So, like, if you're not convinced that Bitcoin's bottom and you're not ready to get in, you're never going to get in. I'm not a financial advisor. Not like I said you should be taking as financial advice, but if you never got in, you still haven't nibbled. You didn't nibble 15. You didn't nibble 16. You're still waiting on 10 and 12K. You might be the person that never, ever gets in and then watches it pump to 30K and starts chasing it again. You know, that's why just being in the game, having some skin in the game, having some Satoshis in the game feels pretty good. I'll be honest. I love my stash of BTC, you know. Makes me a man. I'm just joking. But you know what I mean? It feels good, though. It does feel good. So getting a sell-off, remember, CPI data is short-lived. People get a little bit of excited. Is it that good? You know, what is Jordan Powell going to say now tomorrow at the Fed meeting? All right. So that's what we have to look out for. Everyone, we have a big day coming up for you. I will be jumping off and jumping back on. All right. When I do that, let's see here. Let's see if Sean. So check it out. We're going to talk to this team at Smart Finance at about 11:15, 11:30. I think about 11:30 on the dot. I'm going to jump out of here at 11:15, just set up things with them, get everything ready, and then we're going to be ready to rock for another AMA. And why I'm going to do this because, once we do find a bottom, and as we dig our way out of this 1,350-day bear-to-bear bottom market, right? It's been, from one bottom, since the last bottom, it's been 1,350 days, and that's about as long as the bottoms have space in between each other before you eventually call yourself a bottom. So that's another cool indicator to look at. Find the bottom, find the next bottom, find the next bottom, and it's about 1,350 days from bottom to bottom, Let me dig up this chart. If any of my lifers can throw it out there in the 99 pretty fast. I saw it last night in the 99. Someone was awesome enough to throw it down, but it might take me a little while to find that now. Because so much gets posted in there. Savages, pure savages in the 99. Absolute bananas. Only people that really want it, like me, jump into that trading group, and we have so many people ready to rock. Boom. Here we go. And look at that. They are always listening. 350 days, 1,350 days, 1,350 days. Just saying. I'm not playing, but I'm saying. So that's just something to kind of... So, Bitcoin. Overbought now on the 4-hour time frame. Got a beautiful pump. Do we get a short squeeze coming? We'll take a look to Bookmap on Bookmap Cam. Let's run over to Bookmap. Also, I'll be on Bookmap today. Dang you, Bookmap Cam. I'll be on Bookmap today, going over Bookmap at their actual, if you go to Bookmap here on YouTube. And right here, Bookmap. I'll be live today on Bookmap. I believe they might even have it already set up. There it is there, yeah. A webinar today, just going over, how I use Bookmap, the features of it, kind of what makes me happy about it, why I like it, even like the team and the people behind it. One of the greatest group of people I've ever worked with, honest, up, just showing up on time, just doing everything, and just working really hard. And they're also close-knit and well-communicated. I just like working with Bookmap. Really good people. So check out Bookmap. I'll be doing a webinar today with Bookmap at 1 p.m. today, Eastern Time. So catch me there. Just having fun, just like the other traders that you see here. Checking out order flow and, yeah. So what Bookmap's doing right now, if you're new to the channel and you've never seen it before, is it's showing us amalgamated data. All right. I'm seeing Bybit, Binance Futures, and OKX right here all together. And I'm getting about a bit of an API piece of information from them. You know, definitely Bybit and OKX right now, for sure. And like we're saying, like, if you zoom in here, which hill is bigger? You're like, well, there's a bigger green hill than a red hill. So you're saying, well, there's a bigger demand to buy Bitcoin at 17,006 than it is at 18K, right? And you'd be like, yes and no. I mean, you have about 1,000 Bitcoins here. Yeah, it's almost pretty even, actually. If not, pretty well stacked, even here at 17,007. A little bit lower. If you had to look further ahead, you do see bigger orders waiting. 1,000 Bitcoins at 18.5, 1,000 Bitcoins at 18.2, and that could drag the price up to 18,000. I even have someone stacked up here at 18,800, trapping all the shorts, right? What are these lines here? These are the liquidations. These are showing me people that are getting liquidated on the exchanges, right? Yeah. Looks like this may be back up and running. You never know. But there's, that showed 34,000, 34,012 liquidations, 23,011 liquidations. How many people are just getting, decided they were going to long? And these are long liquidations. So these are people that got in a little too early and they're getting punished now. But they also got in late into the rally. They bought a green candle after the rally was really pumping. You don't buy after the data comes out. You have to buy before the data and take a shot and know that the data is going to swing it one way or the other, right? I don't personally like to do that, but people can do whatever, suits their fancy, right? Anyway. So catch me on Bookmap later on today. Bitcoin at 17,777. I just saw it real quick for a second. So let me see what's happening. Let's break it down. Let's watch the 1 hour time frame. Let's do what we do here. Beautiful move to the upside for Bitcoin. All right. Beautiful move. Symmetrical triangle was getting tight. A big move was coming. I didn't see how we were going to last past Sunday night into Monday into Tuesday. Like, I didn't even, funny is sometimes it is Tuesday, but, as we got closer and closer and tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter, right? I was looking for this rising wedge to break to the downside, make a bit of a double bottom, or stay inside the channel and then pump back up again. You never know. What I was telling my students was the idea of being above the 400. I tell you, the 200 is simple on the 4 hour. I tell you, just opening up a long, right? Whenever price action, a 4 hour candle gets above the 200 SMA, has produced gains. Somewhat not the hugest one there, right? But there it pumped. So you get in at one of these first candles, there's a gain there. One of these first candles, there's a gain there. First candle here, gain. And the same thing happened here so far. And this could even be bigger. The gain could be even more momentous. What I'm seeing here is this high volume node sticking out. See that right there at about 19,200. It says that it's highly likely we can get there. We can get from 15,000 back to 17. Then we can get all the way back up to 19, right? And there you have it, right? And it's a beautiful day to be alive here in Bitcoin land, if you ask me, right? And that's why you buy Bitcoin on the low, right? I got some Bitcoin buys here on the low, just chilling, right? 4%, nothing huge, but just grabbing up Bitcoin at 16,009, grabbing up Bitcoin at 17K on the even Stevens, just snatching up a little more on the lows. I'll keep some firepower for 15K and 12K if it comes, but I'm not going to miss these bottoms. I'm going to be scooping up my BTC. I'm going to be stacking my Satoshi, all right? And then looking at my green candles. So 4 hours a little high, right? It could continue to the upside. We could see continuation patterns. Anything is possible. Daily's been pinned for a while now, right? Now, the daily did get the juice, even though it was likely we're going to get a dump because the daily was overbought. Probability-wise, we could still end up coming to the downside. This could be a bull trap. There's no, you know what I mean? 100% could be a bull trap, and we can end up down here double bottoming again, right? There's no guarantees. Right now, the daily is not in our favor. Still showing some, being extremely overbought. However, I've seen everything happen. I've seen us up here and pump all the way up. So I've seen it all happen. So, and you're back, well, how can you know then? Well, that's why you just use probability. So the idea is, well, mainly when you're up here, it comes down, comes down, comes down. So I do see a pullback on the daily coming. Let's just see how good we can do on the smaller time frames until eventually our time will come. The daily will have to go sideways or pull back. So far, this sideways behavior has been okay for the daily, but we haven't seen a substantial pullback yet. You know, we're making this rising wedge. You could say we're kind of still basically almost right at the top of it. Like, did we even really leave it? See this channel here? And we could just end up right here, back down at the bottom of the channel. What would be great if we could continue the push up all the way above this resistance. In this resistance, this high volume node that came out here at 19,140. You get back above that 19,140, which is a region we hung out at so much and played with so much. It was insane. But you get back above that region, I mean, there's some gains to be had there, right? So there's some gains to be had. Now, I'm going to put on my special sauce of where I see us going today and what I see happening, right? Now, granted, people don't continue to short, which we could see, and we could get a rallied short squeeze here. I just put this in a flag. And I'll watch this flag now on the 1 hour time frame, suggesting that we go sideways or to the downside for most of the day. We got our rally, we got our CPI data, everyone got the push, right? The S&P did a nice move to the upside, but even the S&P's in the rising wedge. Now, it did break this bigger trend line. We just need to stay above it. So I'll do the same thing to Bitcoin and the same thing to the S&P, right? But they're both pretty overbought and pulling back now. You just want to see if you can now stay inside a bit of a flag and not just start to give this all back. CPI data days tend to be a pump and a dump right back down. I've seen them pump and dump, but only time will tell, and that's why I open up open up the flag the way I'm doing it. So basically, we just need to stay above 17,400 now. 17,429. That level of high liquidity there. Let's see. Right here. Market with a J. Alt J. 17,416. Just got to stay above that zone. We can come down and bounce. That's great. We start to come down below that and break in. No. That's not cool, right? That's giving it all back. So let's see if we can make a continuation pattern here. And can Bitcoin hold above 17,000? Beautiful move. Super awesome to see this. And it's showing you that risk on assets will change the second the Fed gets dovish. And we've been telling you this. And we've been going over it. And we're like sharks. Everyone in Bitcoin, everyone trading alts like me, waiting for the frenzy. We're just waiting for the dovishness. The second the Fed gets dovish, we take full advantage. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as such. I'm just teaching you what I do, how I take in the data and how I use the data to my advantage. All right. So right now we're going to watch this closely. Our shorts in order? Possibly. Ape short made a bit of a move here. HIDOODLE was the bigger gainer of the day here. I got to find out what these high coins are. We got HIDOODLE. We got HIMAYC. We got HISAN33. We got HIMAYC. These are all these new. There's HIODBS, and all these highs are up big today. Everything with a high on it. HIDOODLE. HIMAYC. So I gotta figure out what's going on. Someone's got to tell me what's up with all these little HIs. We got to do a deep dive. We got to put it together. I've already known what HIDOODLE is. I've been watching it. I cared not to find out what it was. But now I'm just too curious. Let's get into the chat. How's everybody doing? How's the Blue Crew? How's Gina Bombina? Oh, there she is. I knew she was going to be there. How's King of Crypto? My man with the 7-7s. Lakochi Coker. Jamie. We got Hispis. This is the... High Clinex may or may not have to deal with Nike. Lifer, thanks for being there through the hard times. We believed. Lifer Army for life. Predicted again and again. Bought Bitcoin 19K together. Hey, I'm holding my 19K. And we're going to reign true when that thing is 50, 60, 70K. You're going to laugh with me at the top, baby. Question, Lifer. Lawsuit agents, 3 commas, will share law firm or collected data and even advertising. I haven't seen that. That's creepy. Yeah. Damn. I have no issues with my 3 commas. Like, I've had no problems with 3 commas at all. Like, granted, I don't keep too much on exchanges. I'm a hardware wallet guy, right? And I try to play it smart. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going on with them. It's weird. I entered in a short at 18,000. High is fraction NFT. So anything that's a fractionalized MB7, we'll take a look at HIDOODLE. And maybe we can just run the we'll follow the yellow book road here. So HIDOODLE got an Ethereum contract address. Fracton, cool. One high BAC, one HIDOODLE. Say hi to every top NFT you love. Okay, so NFTs are coming back then. So this is telling me that we're seeing a bit of an NFT run up. 100%, 190%, 40%, 35, 23. Interesting. High punks. Interesting. High ENS. So anything on the high is basically connected to the Fracton protocol. And so here's your doodles. When you buy HIDOODLES, you're buying a fraction of the doodle. CloneX is in there, as my man just recently said. Interesting. High me bits, and there's me bits right there. High crypto punks. They got crypto punks, so you can have high punks. I see what's happening now. High HBAYC. I get it now. So there's fractional ways, and you can trade these. And we can swing trade them all day long. This is going to be another way to take advantage of the crypto market. This is insane. That's insane. Wow, so once so crypto punks, once NFTs start to move, wow, these are interesting. These are very, very interesting. I mean, this looks like you could pump today. Symmetrical triangle. Herein C4. That's interesting. I like to just take, a shot at some of this stuff. About 30%, right? Now, when I've never traded something before, I just try to trade lightly with it, 6% to gain 29. High ENS. High Heinzen S3. This is Heinzen S4. High ENS 4. This is crazy, man. So, just looks very bullish to me right there. 1 hour time frame could make a bit of a move too. 4 hour time frame so spent though, like it already did its thing. I feel like that's a chase on the 4 hour. Could be a possible scalp of the 15. Very high risk. Possible scalp of the 15 though. Ryama, are you doing Bitcoin again? Boom bam foam fam. Sam. What's this guy? Shout out to CNC Ireland. Shout out to everybody here. And I haven't looked at the views or the likes today. I'm not gonna. I'm just keeping it. I'm just looking at the charts. I just know whoever's here is here. Please hit that like button if you're out there. But I haven't taken a look at the stats. Look, I'm trying to find them, but I have them covered. Won't take a look at the stats, man. Shout out to the awesome people here on the live, though. You people are unbelievable. You remembered when you fast forward Bitcoin to the upside for a previous Bitcoin chart. Just this happened right now. Respect. I guess yes. I'm just going to say yes. I do so many things I don't even know what I do anymore. I'm like, yeah, I was there doing that. We were going over all that. No, because it's like, I do go over so many things. So the market's up a little bit. Let's take a look at total market cap. Remember, in my $800 billion, let's revisit. Wow, so we got 25 Billy back in the McGilly. They just pumped it up. And honestly, like, that was a bearish retest. Things were looking horrible. Came back for the bearish retest. It was a bear trap to the upside so far. Then we broke back above, and I kept saying we need to break back above 825 billion to remain bullish. Remember, that was my line in the sand. That's why I have that line drawn right now. I cannot believe what has come. I cannot believe what they did to us. I mean, what a move. Hard to get in on a move like that. That was unexpected, but we'll take everything we can get for now. And again, let's just flag out total market cap. We don't want to give it all back. We got to stay above the zone. We got to stay above 816, 810, and just this conglomerate, this whole area of liquidity here at $811 billion on the VRVP. Don't want to revisit. We really don't want to revisit. All right. Another quick look at Bookmap. Bookmap is showing us where all the liquidity lies on the order book, where someone may want to buy or sell Bitcoin. 770 Bitcoins at 17,700. Of course, look at the 77. That was Friday. It was 770 Bitcoins at 17,700, right? Crazy. And here's some more liquidations. 42,006 liquidations. So they're getting the longs. They're not getting along. They're getting the longs. Get it? Nobody's getting along. They're getting the longs. I just made that up. That's kind of funny, but they're getting the longs. It's what's happening. So the latecomers to the party are getting scooped up. Let's watch to see if a flag is made on the 1 hour time frame on total market cap. And what will happen is the stochastics will reset. Boom. And I'm a boring guy. I do the same thing over and over again. But that's where I find my edge. All right. Well, you can almost see a reverse, an inverse head and shoulder there in a way. But if you missed the move, who here missed the move? I technically bought Bitcoin on the low, so I got the move. But I'm not going to, so you could be like, well, I technically did hit the move. But, I mean, I always buy Bitcoin on the low, so I always hit the move. You know what I mean? So, but that's why I tell everyone, that's where consistency lies in, right? Having a plan. I have a plan. I know how much capital I have and how much I want to put into BTC. And I'm allocating as I go, right? And that's the plan. So here, it pumped to the upside. Beautiful move for Phantom 3L. Same situation now. We're going to watch in the 1 hour time frame as these flags. And can we stay above the 200 simple SMA? And there's a chance we get a short squeeze for Bitcoin, and this continues up throughout the day. But, we're getting towards the end of the momentum. And we had our momentumous move. It was fun. It happens like that. Everyone thinks trading is this constant pump. Oh, look at that, man. That thing's going right now. I should have jumped in. I was about to jump in for 500 just to feel it out. Would have been up 50 bones already. Look at that. 12% gainer already for Heinz and Ford. Man. And I personally did not enter the trade. Was ready to go. Was thinking about it. Was very, very close to doing it. But I personally did not. Yeah. And there was a lot of FUD at Gus. I didn't see the FUD my wife did going around with CZ and Binance. And I just don't listen to the FUD. I don't listen to the FUD. So my man longed Bitcoin 3L. Beautiful move. Missed it. Got the move. Zeph, nice choice. No trading until super chats. People are so accustomed to sell the rip in 2022, sadly. Green candles mean short. Red candles mean long. Inverse logic. Or how can we wrap our head around to understand? Yeah, I mean, that's what you got to do. It's sad how when people lose money in FTX, it makes the market more bullish. Unfuddable. The only FUD I listen to is the weather forecast. That YouTube short with Wifer not buying Bitcoin at the lower low. Bull trap. Dump tomorrow, Fed. Algo. How do you scan markets for low setups? You got to be in the trading group. Come on. Let's take a look at Algo's taking a beatdown. Honestly, even if I told you exactly how I did it, my mom will think of a coin at random times that because I have so many coins in my head, watch, I'll do it for you in a second. I mean, Algo wants to rip out of this little flag on the 15 for sure. It's in a cup and handle, finally trying to double bottom here. Wow, Algo took a beatdown though. It's already pretty hot, Tell you what, everything follows BTC. Bitcoin had a beautiful move. And you just want to see algo bounce off this area, get a retest. Looks like the 15-minute could get a bit of a move, though. But yeah, you're a little spent on that. Algo's going to follow BTC. So at pumps like these, we look at Bitcoin in the smaller time frames just to see what's brewing. There you have this little flag. That could technically even begin to map out my bigger flag that I got drawn, or this thing could pump. A lot of times this 7-minute will line up with liquidity on the order book. That wants to take us back to 18,299, okay? And lo and behold, we get the liquidity bubble at 18,002, you know, little chunk of steam there around the same similar area. Getting some buys in too after the liquidations. A big buy just came in right now for Bitcoin. Why do I know that? Because that was a giant green circle representing a giant, you know, a buying opportunity. And look, the green circles are far bigger than the red ones right now. They're Pac-Man. Look at, he's going to eat it. Yum, 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 yum. We did get a pretty big sell-off the size of Mars there. All right. They look like planets. And boom, there's the liquidations too. Working nicely. So we're watching this, again, 7-minute time frame on a CPI, you know, day to day. Watching to see if this can pump to the upside. Shout out to XRP Junkie in the house. Thank you for jumping on in, brother. Shout out to Lifer Friend. Shout out to Gina Bombina. Shout out to CNC Ireland. Shout out to every one of my peoples. Sean Everett in the house. Jamie. And the whole blue crew. I salute you. Thank you for every single thing you do. And thank you for all the support. Jumping on into the live. Shout out to Gonzo, Rimo, Kevin Baker, Timmy313. Shout out to everyone watching the pump to the upside. How many people are watching? I'm going to finally take a look. All right. 500 people. Amazing. 271 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would be greatly humbled and appreciated. Thank you so much for the love. All right. So market still is going to wait for data tomorrow, right? With what the Fed says. And that's also going to be on the radar, right? Someone asked about algo. I see it in a flag on the 15-minute. That would have to pump on out. Just a quick scalp. I do see a pullback. Algo has not been getting the momentum as moves. You got some gasoline on the 4-hour time frame. Now you guys could pin the 1 hour. Back to 22 cents. Unbelievable. Some of the lowest prices you ever see for algo in your life, in my humble opinion. Like, I don't like to deep dive the bottom unless I really believe in a project. Algo is something I have enough of a bag of. I bought it like 30 cents. Something's telling me I want to like throw in maybe 500 at 22 cents and call it a day. But I also feel like I could make more on another coin, up and coming coin that I don't even know about yet than algo. So like I'm like, keep your algo bag. I don't know if it's worth adding to algo right now. Like I think I can find the next Phantom in the next round. Like EXRD may be a better move than algo in my humble opinion. You know, just you already got the market cap's already dang near what, $1 billion? Let's take a look. I believe it's $1 billion even where it sits right now. $1.5 billion at 22 cents. I mean, how you know, you want to get something. I personally want to get something at 300 million, you know, 200 million, 100 million, and watch it go to $1 billion. That's the key, right? So algo looks like it could pump back to the point of control, tight moving averages, and get a bit of a move back to 25 cents. Possible bottom, some strong divergence there too on the 1 hour time frame, which is pretty substantial. Swing down to swing down, swing up to swing up for algo. Check out the holiday special. Can be a better value. Awesome, Justin. Welcome. Laughs after super chats. You're funny. Just 47 likes to reach 300 fam. Thank you. I crushed the 1 hour scalp yesterday. Hit 22% in 20 minutes. You're the man. Shout out to After Hours Investing. May God bless you for that. Little pump. Everyone goes berserk. Have people forgotten reality in 3 hours of a CPI data release tomorrow? we will have better answers. Billy Bob, thank you for saying exactly what I would say. We just got to calm down and take it one step at a time, right? Like, it is what it is. It's nice we got the pump. It's nice to get excited for the moment, but it's always good to retrace, to reset, and to assess the situation for exactly what it is, right? Algo doing something with the banks in Italy. Hey, Sam, TCG 2.0 is a metaverse project, and it looks promising. Thank you. About how market makers, those who have a lot of money in place. And everyone, please get yourself a hardware wallet. If you do not, here's a link right here. Put it by CNC Ireland. Hit that link. It gets you a Trezor. I also have the link below the videos, but check it out. It's the Trezor Model T, my favorite hardware wallet. Touchscreen, nice and easy to access, beautiful hardware wallet. Jump in today and secure yourself. Links are in the description below. They do help the channel, all right, as it's an affiliate link. But I would appreciate that, so I know you're secure. I'm secure. We're both secure. Nice and tight and right, all right? Just 90 likes to reach 400 likes, fam. We need to pump Lifer's Twitter feed. You're funny. Josh was talking about Omi. Sounded like Delish Partners wise. Omi's okay. Omi's all right. I don't know. Again, market cap's so big. Already kind of has, Omi was, I don't know. So I see where we sit. We're starting to give a little bit of this back, almost too much of it. I would like to see this begin to make a bit of a flag here and not begin to dump it all back. So that's what we're going to watch. But I see sideways price action now for the total market cap for Bitcoin. And we go back to waiting again till tomorrow to make sure that the Fed solidifies that we're going to hit that, basically that same basis point, 0.5 basis point. Everyone's waiting on the 0.5. CPI data 7.1. Beautiful that we didn't go up further as expected to 7.3. Okay, so it means that maybe, just maybe, somehow, they feel like what they're doing is working over at the Fed, right? And that's the point of the story. So they can feel good about their dovishness and stay dovish. We've identified now on KuCoin there is a bit of a high doodle NFT pump, in all these different high coins, which actually may continue to go to the upside. HIMAYC, and so you just kind of saddle up to one of these. Find some type of continuation pattern that makes sense to me and see if I can ride that rally. High risk. That one took a dump easy, so. I was on Heinz and 4 before, right? Wow, that thing did a spike. 20% out of nowhere, but came right back down. See, like sketchy living right there. That's someone who just didn't care and opened a huge market order, and it made and met that order, and now they're down immediately. Just wanted to buy as much as they wanted and didn't care, and just press the buy button. To me, I think that's what happens, right? And so, of course, they'll go get your order, but it's like low liquidity coins, so you got to be very, very careful trading coins with low volume, I personally am not trading this, something that looked interesting to me. I'm always watching and speculating to see if something's going to move or not. I almost traded it, but at the last minute, I didn't get a chance to do the move. Funny though, all these are up, even high squiggle. It's like, it makes you FOMO. It makes you wonder what's going on. Remember TON? I talked about TON here. Up 33% gains. Shout out to anyone that jumped into TON. Just hit my target, TON. And it was a new coin. I mapped it out. I took the measured move. Base of the triangle here, which is wick to wick. See that? This wick to this wick. In an angled manner. Reset it. Gave me 33% about, right? Might have been back there a little bit, but whatever it was. That thing hit 33% gains. TON. Shout out to anyone, TON, whatever you want to call it. But shout out to anyone that jumped on into TON. And I remember when I first talked about it too, And right here, when the whole market dumped, I put it out on 12.2. I'm saying, hey, TON's been holding its own as well. The whole market completely dumped, and this thing didn't. Stayed strong, And there it is on 12.2. And there it is 11 days later, hitting the target for gains. Even here I am on 11:18. This is how it begins for me on 11:18. Beginning to observe the pattern, I say. It's like stalking prey. I feel like it's very similar to stalking prey as like a, in the cold igloo, like up in the Antarctica, in the South Pole. It's like, first I speculate, then I watch, then I start to move towards my, it's like, this is on 11:18. I start to just watch this thing and begin to build the idea that this could pump. Ton. I'm even mentioning it here now on 12:11, talking about the different coins that I'm mentioning. Ton, Telcoin, GMX through them, talking about how we go through our weekly screen share, what we find, right? So that's it. VXV. And so everything fall to the good side. Let's take a look at Ethereum as well and see how ETH is doing. So look at that. And we've been talking about ETH possibly breaking out of this to the upside, and it did. So far, so good. I mean, we could be getting faked out, but what? It's kind of crazy. They put 40 billion in. They took 40 billion out. They threw billions of dollars back in again. So crazy. Who's bringing all this money in and out of the total market cap, right? So can we hold 825 billion? Can we hold 800 billion? We're back to the same story. We hold 800 billion. Life is good, everyone. Like, we're going to be okay for 2023. And most of the year should be sideways. I mean, we might get a Santa rally with the 0.5. What if they go to 0.25 and they really, really surprise people? That's on the table. And we could see a move up to 19K for Bitcoin. It's possible. I'm not trying to get people too excited, but it's a possibility, right? And get ready for our AMA with Smart Finance. Why are we going to talk to Smart Finance? Well, because you want an exchange that's multi-dex. You want an exchange that's really going to give you the user experience and really show you, with no central point of failure, a full on-chain solution. This is what it is. It's multi-chain. If you ask Sam, the lifer, Sam Price, the Crypto Lifer, me, about what I love the most about crypto, it's multi-chain. And what kind of projects I like the most. And they're multi-chain projects. And I met the creator, founder, and one of the worker bees that has grinded his way on and worked his way on, he worked on Smart Finance, basically created it, put his life and soul into it. And it blew my mind. And so I definitely wanted to talk about it on the live stream. So we're definitely going to have a live stream soon. Let me see if I can find the event now. Shauna. Boom. No event, Sean. Let me see. Maybe it's there. Yep, he's got it. Sean don't play. So if you go to my YouTube channel now, there should be a live stream up and coming. All right. And there is right here with Smart Finance today at 11:30 a.m. If you want to watch that, I would highly, we're going to try, make it 30 minutes to 45, and we're going to give you the crux of what's happening with Smart Finance. So get excited, get involved, get situated, and you're going to absolutely love it. So I can't wait. You should, you shouldn't be able to wait either. We should both be excited, but I am hanging out with Smart Finance not too long from now. All right. So that's going to be like fast, right? So 50 more minutes of the live, and then we're jumping on out of here for the day. All right. Reminding of ourselves. Okay. What's up, Sam? What's going on? Marcus Ados from Brooklyn. I thought double bottom, the first higher low, then a higher low. Joining the 99 has changed me so much. I have a way better outlook on life, and I'm much happier. Plus, all the knowledge is priceless. I like to hear that, and I appreciate you saying that. Lifer is life, baby. So grateful I found Sam the man. Let's go. Shout out to Crypto Billionaire in the house. Shout out to Love Learning. Shout out to Billy Bob 369. Shout out to all the beautiful people here on the live. Hey, man, I'm tired of losing. I really need to win. So I just joined your trading group. Hope I can change my mindset because it's only losing, losing, losing. So tired. Hope you can help me from Portugal. You can help yourself. You got to start just pushing forward. I can help you too, though. But you got to believe in yourself. And you got to realize that money isn't everything and release yourself from the monetary loss that you've incurred and begin to build yourself spiritually and believe that you are the answer. And next thing you know, you see how it helps your life, and it should begin to help your mentality, which should eventually begin to help your trades. But you need to make a change though, right? Working out was what I did, drinking the lemon water. These things have really made a huge difference in my life. Zero rate hike coming, no, not 0.25, not 0.00. SP going to explode. Bitcoin to 100K. Imagine if it was a zero rate hike. Wait, if someone puts a huge buy in, that system will grab it like that. It probably will, yeah. I don't know the word quit, especially if it's higher than the price. Oh, for sure, you're going to get bagged out. Like, why? Never give them your card. That's like giving them your cards. You know. Never show your cards on the board. That's the issue there on the order book, right? Who's excited for the Smart Finance AMA and who will come back to the live stream? I could go right from this to that, but it's hard to keep the video system like up and running and do all the things that I need to do. So, can't do it. Or unable to do it. I probably could do it, but I'm, you know, it works better the other way, right? Happy B-Day, Sam? I mean, okay. Thank you. It's not my birthday, but thank you. Happy B-Day to you, Gina. Hope you're having a good time. Lifers change lives. It's just what happens. It's exactly true. It's exactly true. It's just what we created. It's what we does over here. It's what we does over here. So shout out to anyone that took Ton for a move to the upside. Shano, you're the man, dude. And there is Ton. Let me post that to the Slack Easy. Ton for gains. TON. The tonnage. Something just told me it was on its way, and it did eventually went on its way. Holding gains nicely, too. You know? Still holding the 27%er. Looking pretty nice. And you know what? I mean, if you believe in a project, you take advantage of it when you can, right? EGLD, Metaverse X, too. Changing their name to Metaverse X. Smartest move I ever heard. Smartest idea. I'm like, those guys know what they's doings. Now that teams knows what they're doings. You have that inverted head and shoulder broke on out. You're retesting this neckline area. This isn't EGLD. This is AI. I just want to make this really clear. It just they spiked my my mind to think about EGLD. But I like what I'm seeing here. Tight in the channel for multiverse AI. Multiverse AI, which is called multiverse. All right, pretty cool name. Can you look at sand? Thank you, Sam. Let's take a look at sand. The sandy ways of sand on KuCoin. So sand has taken a beat down to 56 cents, lowest I've ever seen it. We had this double bottom that pumped up 30%. Beautiful call for sand. Gave it all back, which is kind of crazy, right? To see sand this low is pretty nuts to me. Almost like a prerequisite to grab a little bit of sand at this point because, man, I remember when this thing was 4 cents. I bought in at 4 cents, sold at 16, and the pain of that made me almost never look back, you know? That's my sand story, sad to say. So, boohoo, I 4X'd, and you know, but I mean, it could have been better, you know? Crazy in the bull market, 8 grand, 10 grand, like it means nothing to you. Then you look back and you're just like, oh, how could I, would I, you know? So you gotta like stack. You gotta stack. You gotta have a vision, something planned for the future while you're in that bull market because the bull market's out of control. 110%, 110.9% coming out of sand. A very strong bullish divergence here. You know, a little bit. That's a swing down. It's almost like an exaggerated. Does want to pump back. Is it bottoming? You never know. If it breaks this level, you're seeing it to 36 and then all the way to this bottom at 16 cents. I can't believe it. Back when I sold it, it went its first little mini pump ever. Sand. What are you doing, baby? So sand's beat to the ground. The weekly tells you, hey, I mean, this is the greatest time to grab some sand on the low. If you're willing to hold it for 5 to 6 weeks, should be able to kind of get you out of a bottom here and things should go well. But it could drop all the way even lower. There's no guarantees here for sand. You have to love the project at this point and believe the DCA in, which I believe it's going to go back to $2, $3, $4, $5 a coin. I mean, I don't see how it can't make it all the way back to $7. I've seen almost every coin revisit these highs eventually over time. And this is a substantial project that people aren't giving up on. And people are going to be able to use. You're going to watch concerts in it. You're going to do a lot of things with it. If they make sand more of a useful tool inside of the verse, which right now it's used, but like if people have to use it all the time to get in and out of stuff or buy for things. And right now it's just land, right? Land sale. And there could be some more use cases as well. But market maker moves price higher to get the most out of a short play coming tomorrow. Or moving prices higher to trap the bears to continue the rip to 20K. Either way, keep stacking. Exactly. Daniel, do I know? All right. So sand looks like it could make a move to the upside. But, I mean, because this little divergence, it's not my trade. Personally, I wait for it to break up and bounce off this low. I need to see, it's like I don't want to see the lowest of the year right now. That's the lowest price of the year for sand. 56 cents. It's making me want a FOMO for it, though, which other people are too, which also makes me think it could be a bottom. Because it's definitely a comfortable place to accumulate. You know, for me personally, I'm not a financial advisor. You got to do that. You got to make up those decisions and those answers for yourself. All right. No guarantees. Theta with the mainnet was on the radar. You know? Theta, 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 bobeta, mometa, theta. Watching this daily for a possible bump back to the upside. Can it get a move? It would be nice. Pretty bearish, though. You can almost say it's like back in this pattern, like this falling wedge, though. It fell out, fell back in. Can it break back up to the upside? That's what you're looking at for theta. It'll be a move from about 83 back to a bead. Wouldn't be too shabby, actually. It would be a pretty nice move for theta. With their mainnet coming out and people knowing there's a substantial project, and if Bitcoin can get some legs above it, this could happen. The daily's very oversold, so theta's on my radar for a possible gain. Theta, theta, theta. All right. One last thing here. Let's jump on into, what did I want to see? The Twitter feed over here. Okay. Oh, yeah. I want to start that new segment that I've been doing. Thank you, babe. Too much going on today, man. I just did the whole news without the sound. But I bet you could have watched it all, right? Sam Bankman-Fried charged with this. You know, they're going after proof of reserve for Binance. I still believe CZ is in turn. And then when we really go through this article, it seems like a bunch of hogwash. I don't really trust Cointelelie a lot either. They're kind of the shadiest news source in the world. So, you know, just to point it out. You know, and Bitcoin and Ethereum jump after U.S. CPI report shows slower than expected November inflation. This is also something that is affected the, you know, overall status of the day. All right. And we've seen it in the charts as well. Okay. Wow, Ton banging on him to the upside. Another gimme in the game. Funny, remember when I had both these charts and I said, you never know. We got to make sure both are open-minded. One did kind of ended up pumping to the, that's crazy. That was just my hyperbole thought, like my, you know. So to leave you here with Bitcoin is 17,007 is great. I'd like to see this 1 hour time frame start to make a bit of a flag, right? 7 minute is showing some signs of life to the upside. We could get a bit of a pump. We're getting some short squeezing on Bookmap right now, which suggests that we, you know, just, you know what I'm saying? That's some short squeezing on Bookmap is at hand. So, and we see more liquidity up at 18,002 and 18,005 and 18,008 than we do down there, suggesting we may be on our way to 18,000. A lot of people that keep shorting, they don't know when to stop, and they usually squeeze us back up to pretty high levels. So I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin continued to go up or sideways here, and that's why I got these flags open to see what happens. Remember, we are getting overbought on the bigger time frames. We'll have to see what happens, but good data, and then people are still going to be on edge for exactly what the Fed does tomorrow. So I don't really rush into trades again until we get through both these days, and it's not easy. You may FOMO. It's hard to curb your emotions. If you can't take a walk, sometimes I take a walk. You know, you do whatever you have to do to curb that enthusiasm. But everyone, I love you all. I'll be back in about 15 minutes to do a beautiful AMA with Smart Finance and break down what a bridge is, what multi-dex chains are, what's happening, what's going on, what they really bring to the table, and how you could use their DEX to your advantage. I'm doing this because, number one, I want people to understand more about decentralized exchanges, especially with all the issues we're having. So it's all about getting yourself a hardware wallet, figuring out decentralized exchanges, and, you know, interacting with new and, you know, pieces of DeFi. And also to show people that not all DeFi is bad. You know, with all the things that have happened with crypto, we have to show them that DeFi was made to stop what happened with SBF and FTX, right? The whole point of the story was not to have everybody put all their funds in one basket. The whole point of the story is that everyone have access to their own funds, but still have access to the exchange. And that's what DeFi is all about. So I'll catch you in a little bit. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Who's coming back, baby? I'm coming back.